First of all, rest in power to Jordan Neely. And no, this was not someone who was killed by law enforcement. This was someone who was killed by an average citizen, a vigilante. If you search the name Jordan Neely, I'm sure you'll find the whole story, but to sum it up, Jordan Neely was a dancer, a busker, a street performer, and a houseless person who was kind of having a rough one and was being apparently loud and, just kind of like aggressive. But I mean, we've all seen much worse on an average day. And for this, someone stood up on the train and rear naked choked him to death in front of a bunch of people, many of whom were literally applauding. This scares me more than a police dog. It scares me more than Cop City. It scares me more than anything that law enforcement or politicians could do. This scares me more than all the bills that are getting passed to outlaw LGBTQ people and all of the things that are being done to make abortion illegal. Everything else is secondary to this, and I'll tell you why. Fascism doesn't just come from the top. It doesn't just come from laws. It doesn't just come from legislators. It's a part of all of us. It's something that is within us. Because if it just came from the top and none of us went along with it, it wouldn't be able to happen. No, fascism comes from within the spirit of the collective. It's the expression of a dark potentiality that is just present within all of us at all times. We say that capitalism always begets fascism, that liberalism enables fascism. This is what I mean. As wealth is consolidated in fewer and fewer hands, everyone else becomes more and more desperate, more and more angry, more and more hurt, more and more on a razor's edge, and therefore more willing to go along with anything just to survive. When we are all cared for, when we all have everything we need, we can operate from more of an open hand than a closed fist, right? We are more compassionate. We are more giving. We are more caring. And that is the way we're supposed to be. That has to be beaten out of us, essentially, by the dog-eat-dog world of capitalism. Now look, if this person had been truly violent, then yes, subduing them would have been the way. Like, I'm not about calling cops. I am about citizen intervention in circumstances where it's necessary, right? And you know what? I've seen plenty of videos where someone was attacking or harassing some woman on the subway and no one did anything. So it's clear that this person just looked like an easy target. And the person saw their opportunity to literally kill someone in broad daylight in front of a bunch of people, and they took it. And people applauded. That is fascism. It's not the laws. It's the people who have decided that there is anyone in our society, and in this case, houseless people, who are expendable, who are a great target and an expression for the hatred and the vitriol and the desperation that they have been made to feel. And this isn't somewhere in a red state. This is in New York City. It's supposed to be the most liberal place we have. And before you say, well, I wouldn't have done anything like that, your COVID denialism plays into this too. Don't forget, the revolution is empathy and love.